Okay, so you get started by opening your browser and looking for Google Art Project.com. Okay, when you're taking to this site, you're going to click on Collections, and it's going to give you a list of all of the museums that are featured in this site. Okay, for the virtual tours, the galleries that have virtual tours, you would click on Museum View Only. This little person right here indicates that you can take a virtual tour of the site of each museum. You can view the site as a list or by area. Usually I tell my students to go far away from home, so they end up looking for museums somewhere in Europe or Asia or the United States. But it really doesn't matter which one you choose. You can look at some of the pieces in the collection when you're looking for the museums, and maybe you are interested in a specific type of art or whatever. You can start by that, or if not, you can get started by something that a place that you have heard about or that you're interested in visiting. Let's say that I choose it doesn't matter, I can choose any one, and then it's going to give me options for each museum. And you can click on the museum view, and it gives you a floor plan of each museum and each gallery. Usually the rooms that are available for viewing are the lighter ones. You can go around and look at all the pieces in each room. If you are interested in a specific piece, you would have to click on that little square, and it will give you the information of each one of them. Or you don't have to click on it, but it should show up. I don't know why it's taking too long. It tells you about all the pieces that are on there, and if you're interested in seeing one of them specifically, you can click on it, and it will take you to the room where that piece is. You can just walk around, look at everything in there. You can click on different rooms and walk around. And see, you can just put your cursor over the little square and it'll tell you what it is. And if you click on it, it'll give you a closer look of what you see, and similar pieces as well about that. I'm gonna go back. You can go back. Like I said, you can, instead of looking for galleries like this, maybe you're interested in, I don't know, Versailles or the Louvre or whatever it is that you may want to see. See, you can click on the Palace of Versailles. There are some more in Paris. You have one in Chantilly, but this one doesn't have a virtual tour. It only gives you the pieces that are on there. I think Versailles does have a virtual tour, yeah. Outside. You can go around and look at everything, and you can move around, and it's an interesting site. Like I said, we We take a tour with all of my students. We reach a consensus of where we want to go, and we end up exploring the galleries that are available. What they have to do with this is a critique, and they need to talk about describing the plays, analyzing elements and principles, and lighting, and grouping, and proportion, and distribution, and all of that. And then they move towards a little bit more of an interpretation subject. They need to try to come up with ideas of what the purpose of the whole gallery or the whole exhibit or the whole room or the whole museum was about, and what they were trying to portray and say with that exhibit. And the last part that they need to talk about is judgment. They need to tell me what they thought about it, a little bit on opinion, and tell me what they liked, what they didn't like, why not. If they agree with the message, if they agree with the artist, why or why not, that sort of thing. Like you've seen here, there are plenty to choose from. I think that this is super interesting to check. If you don't have enough time to go to galleries, or if you don't have enough money to go to these sort of museums, it gives you a good sense of culture. It gives you a different type of approach to art. It gives you a lot, I think. I usually send my students to galleries and museums around the city, but this just gives them a different perspective, a different view of what art might be looking like around the world. There are some museums that have more than 2 floors, which is interesting. For example, in Musée d'Orsay, you can look at what you want to see. Like I said, you can move around, you can walk around, you can move around. You can see everything that is being shown there, the information for each one, and that's when we move towards the critique. We just choose a gallery, we walk around, and we critique it, and that is it.